doing well. Oh my goodness, where is it? Oh, that was last night. Okay, let's see. Who do we have here? First person here is Starfall for Love. Starfall for Love. When it comes to love, let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and cause for celebration and a wish may be coming true on the horizon, but you just may need to let go of something that isn't working. You have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Empress is bringing in love and money or more of it. Listen to your intuition. Kriti for the next 48. Kriti for the next 48. You may be spending time with the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition and money comes in. Finances improve. Something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. A wish comes true and your luck is changing for the better quickly. B for the next 24. You have teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Life may change for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, but paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relieved. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. T-Vet for today. T-Vet for today. Something happens that makes you happy and you have life coming into balance. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Slow and steady wins the race. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure, and you could be spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Essence, I got a summer job, but I've noticed business significantly decreased since what I made 3 months at the job, I can make in 1 month at my business. How would it be if I quit and go back to business? Well, the issue, or the way that it reads, is that when you have to go to a job, you go to the job. But when you have to do it on your own, sometimes you may put things off, and you may not stay on top of things the way that you should. So while there is opportunity to make money, you really have to stay on top of your game. Otherwise, you kind of let things slide. So could you make the money? Yes, but are you going to stay on top of it is the thing. Whereas when you go to work, you're held responsible. It's like you're being accountable, but when you have to do it yourself, you sometimes let things slide, or you don't stay on top of things, which may cost the business or may wind up putting you behind. So it's really a personal choice. You have to make that decision. Like, are you going to stay on top of things? Will you be able to keep up with it all? Or is it easier to just go to work, hit the clock in and clock out, and not have to deal with anything else? That's a personal question. Like, you have to figure that out for yourself. The business has potential if you stick to it. Just keep in mind that starting today, the prices are going up to $3 a question. I had it posted on the community board, but I know a lot of people probably didn't see it. So just moving forward, it's $3 a question. Alpha. I didn't do Alpha. Oh, did I skip Alpha? I don't remember doing Alpha. I must have skipped Alpha. Alpha, you may be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Oh, no, Essence, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just moving forward. A lot of people are not going to know about it or remember. It's fine. It's fine. Well, call me out. I'm a lost cause because business is my baby and I don't want to lose it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And unfortunately, like a lot of people are like that. Like that's why they go to personal trainers and they have sponsors, because somebody else is holding them accountable. You know, it's like if you know you have to report back to your trainer and your trainer's like, well, you didn't do what you were supposed to do, whatever it is, then you know you have to, well, I didn't do it. But if you're the one that has to hold yourself accountable, it's a little different for everybody. Oh shit, Emin, you're right. I meant to do that. See, I'm so bad with this kind of stuff. Let me see if I could do it now. I don't know if I can do it now. Oh my goodness. Maybe too late. Shit. You're right, yeah. I don't think I can do it right now. Alright, I'll see if I can change. Oh, maybe I can. No, I can't. I'll do it afterwards. We'll just let it go. If people just donate $1.99 right now, it's fine. We don't have to stress over it. Yeah, I'm so bad with this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Emmett was, Esther was mean to me. How did my colleagues feel? I don't know how many people we're talking about, but they look a little disconnected, or like they weren't really super affected by it. So they may not have thought that it was right, or may have thought that it was rude, but they're kind of like, it happened and they kind of let it go. They're not really spending much time thinking about it. Nat, love. Nat, love. Exploring your options around love could lead you to success. Life is moving forward towards greener pastures. A wish comes true. You may be spending time with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and then you have another Capricorn here. Exploring your options around love could lead you to success. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. Life is moving forward. So it's probably new energy coming in, which is good. And success comes in around love when you're clear about what it is that you want. Not bad. Not bad. Not too bad. Yeah, I could pin it in the here. Let me pin Leo's. For now, and then if one of the moderators comes in with the thing, I'll replace it. But yeah, oh my god, you don't even know what I was going through with TikTok. My friend said, she's like, you know, you really should separate Avery stuff from your stuff and keep your TikTok just tarot stuff. And she's right, I agree. Anyway, to set up an account for Avery, trying to do it on my phone, this idiot puts in Avery's birthday. So now it makes the account, but I can't do anything because it's a kid's account. And I can't delete it. I can't figure out how to delete it. So I tried to do it again, and the same thing happened. Good thing that I was able to hack into it from the iPad, and I was able to set it up. But I'm like, what a dumbass. Why did I do that? I'm a stupid ass when it comes to anything. I'm not good with business, and I'm not good with technology. So I don't have a whole lot going for me. Jay, me and Brianna Aries. Me and Brianna Aries. Well, things are okay. They may be a little slow, but you do have communication coming in, and you may do something on a whim, fun and spontaneous, that may make you happy. Things are coming into balance, and they're beginning to move forward, even though slow and steady wins the race. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. JJ, why is Michael silent? New romantic connection. Just feeling a little bit like things are out of balance. Six of Pentacles is in reverse, and so is the 2. Maybe feeling like they need time, or they're unsure what they want. I would kind of give them a little bit of space right now, because I think he needs some space. Summer, love. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward when you're like, explore your options and you don't rush into anything. It's like slow and steady wins the race. But you have a Sagittarius here, and Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, new beginnings on the horizon, possibly a Cancer is coming in. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward. Essence, hypothetical. If I stay here until the end of the year and then leave, do you think it will affect business a ton, good or bad? Like I get better or worse with business by the end of the year? I think it could improve, and I don't think it matters much where you live. I think if you, are you talking about living, where you're living? Oh, you mean by your job? Either way, I don't think it matters. I think that you can keep the job and still continue with the business as long as you stay on top of things. And then if you wanted to leave, like say after the new year, like once the holidays are over, it wouldn't be a bad time because you got Christmas and all that shit out of the way. I think that would be fine. As long as you continue to stay on top of your own business. But that's going to be an issue whether you have another job or not, or no matter where you're living, it doesn't matter. Essence, you're right. It's discipline and schedule, which is teaching me to do business. Man, because working is ghetto. I don't mind working. I never minded working. And like what they're paying to work at the mall is like, I don't think it's bad money at all. My issue is that with Avery, I know how it is working in retail, and they're going to want me there on Black Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I can't do that. So that's why I'm hesitant to do something like that. I always have felt like what's in motion stays in motion. So the more I had on my plate, the more I felt like I accomplished. Whereas if I had a lot of time off, I could kind of get lazy and not do a whole lot of anything. But everybody's different, and it really is about what you can keep up with and where your priorities are. I also have been in a situation for a lot of my life where I didn't have a whole lot of financial support. I had to do it all myself. So like I had to pay shit, I had to work for it. And that was, you know, I've been on my own for a really long time. Yeah, keeping the job. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think that you can do it. But once again, it comes back to how committed you are to getting things done yourself. See, I don't see it as the job as being an issue. I see the issue is that being disciplined and not doing something else. Like not deciding to sleep late or watch TV or whatever it is. Like that's going to be an issue whether you have another job or not, because you're not putting the business first. But it's not because of the other job, because the way that it reads, it's like it's always been an issue. Kristen, what is S current energies towards me? Energies are not bad. It's like grounded and stable, kind, caring, sincere, compassionate, loyal. Pretty good. Energy is pretty good. Comment. How do my neighbors feel that the police came to them after all the noise that they did? They may feel a little bit embarrassed. And you know what? I think it's good, because I think that they may think twice next time. I don't think they like having the police come there. But it's almost like they may be feeling like they got away with it for a really long time and now they can't get away with it anymore. And that's good, because they shouldn't be getting away with anything. Red. What does Tarot want me to know about myself? What does Tarot want me to know about myself? You're strong and confident, and that you may be a little hard on yourself. You know, like give yourself the same grace that you give to others. New beginnings are on the horizon. You're successful around work, school, or business. You're very creative. People like you. You have a lot of charisma, and you attract people naturally. But you may be like very hard on yourself. I think a lot of people are. But you know, like think to yourself, like if self-talk, like would I talk to somebody else like this? Because I know some of the things I say to myself in my head. I'm like, oh, I would never say that to somebody else. But yet I'm saying it to myself. Comment, how will the trip with my sister go? I think it's going to go well. You've got the Empress here, which would be like, and then you're listening to your intuition. Empress is pleasant, like fun. You may be able to accomplish a lot. There may be growth between you and her in the relationship. It may be fun and exciting. And there may be time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It looks pretty good. Essence, hard truths. Yeah, well, it's one step at a time, one day at a time. Exactly. Being your own boss is easy to do whatever you want. Yeah, it's exactly true. I totally understand. I totally understand, because it's very easy to be like, well, I'll just do it tomorrow. Or I'll get up early tomorrow and do it, and then you don't get up early enough to do it. I get it. I get it. Because I wouldn't get up to do yoga at 4 o'clock in the morning. I just wouldn't. If I could, I would, in my head, I would think to myself, I'll do yoga when I get up at 7, whatever. And that's fine. And it is fine. But I used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to drive into New Jersey so that I could teach yoga at 6:30, because somebody else was holding me accountable to it. So it's very easy to say, yeah, well, I could do yoga at any time during the day. I don't have to do it at 4 o'clock in the morning. But when it was my job, I got up and did it. So. Comment, Kay refuses to give up despite all of the struggle he's put in reaching his competitive objective. When do you see him reaching his objectives? Well, it could take some time, but maybe before the end of the year. The hard work he puts in will pay off if he sticks to it. So it's the kind of thing, like if he gives up, he gives up. But if he sticks with it, eventually he'll get to it. It could be within the next 3 to 4 months. Or before the end of this year. Dr. Sony, how will my yoga course overall, I started yesterday, and how will I perform in it? It's 24-hour retreat. Oh, it should go well. You may really enjoy it. Feeling grounded and stable, happy and content, time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Perseverance pays off and life moves forward. You may get a lot out of it. And then the blue cards. Ace of Earth, inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important decisions, documents, or contracts. 5 of Earth, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. 6 of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, and paying off debts. Liz, general for today. Hi, Mel, and hi, Adonis. Liz, general for today. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. New beginnings are on the horizon, and feeling ambitious, should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. You may be planning travel, and you could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Red. How did the old WM officer feel about what I said? May have felt that you're strong, perseverant, grounded, and stable. May feel like, I don't know what this who he is in relation to anything, but he may have felt like whatever you said was right, or down to earth, believable, grounded. Not bad, not bad. I think it was pretty good. Grounded, down to earth, stable, smart. Made a point, maybe. It's also pushing me to go back to school, because it's the end of the day. It's just a job, not my career. It's teaching me a lot. Great learning experience. Yep. Yep. Comment, why did the postman ignore me and look kind of mad at me? You know what? I don't think it had anything to do with you. They may have had something on their mind. They may have been thinking about something. Their mind may have been a million miles away and you just happened to be there. I kind of get it because I've done that to people before. You know, like where you may be having a conversation in your head or thinking about something in your head, and then you see somebody and the expression on your face looks like angry or fed up and you're not really paying attention to what's happening. Yeah, I don't think it had anything to do with you personally. Kind of like being at the wrong place at the wrong time. I think we're up to Mega for love. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you could have a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. Like a wish come true with long-term potential coming in with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Bringing in growth, change, and transformation to your love life. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you got some money coming in as well. Leo, love for this week. Expressing your wants and needs around love could be helpful. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. A wish comes true. Could be spending time with a Leo or an Aquarius. Don't be afraid to explore your options if you're not currently with anyone. If you are with someone, current relationship may be improving and you may even feel like it's strengthening. Life is moving forward. Cinnamon for today. Cinnamon for today. For today, we have a wish that comes true. You might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Life is moving forward and you're paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. Anxiety is easing and moving into the past, and you may feel like you got choices and options around social activity. Bacon, general for Saturday. General for Saturday. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you set boundaries. The hard work that you put into whatever you do on Saturday will come back to you and pay off. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past, and you may be planning travel. Michelle, career. Okay, when it comes to career, lay down the law, set boundaries, it will serve you well, expressing your wants and needs. And the hard work you put in could change your life for the better quickly. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in more money sometime between now and the end of the year. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs. That brings in growth, change, and transformation. You may even be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study, but things should be moving forward before the end of this year. Priscilla, time frame on when I'll hear a decision after my hearing on the 13th. Maybe within the week. Comment, oh, I meant if Kate could reach the objective no matter the timing. But I guess he will. Yeah, he will. He will. Unless he decides to randomly give it up. But yeah, it's reachable for him. Fred, was my grandma assaulted when she conceived my mom? I'm only getting a 33% chance, yes. So I'm not sure if you're like asking, is she the product of the assault? I don't believe so. Was she assaulted around that time? Yeah, I think she was. Yeah, there's something that's gone on over there. Stacy, for today. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off, and life could change for you for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with a Scorpio. Teamwork is favored. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, and you may be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Titty Bamba, how will the meeting with my boss and team go today? It should go well. It should go well. Perseverance pays off, feeling grounded and stable. It's like an uneventful meeting. I mean, it may be annoying and boring, but I don't think it's like anything bad. And then what do I need to know? Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Don't be afraid to take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with the Taurus or an Aries. You may be planning travel, and something nice could happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Life is changing for you for the better quickly. Magician's heart, love. Magician's heart, love. Exploring options around love leads to success, and walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's been disastrous or weakening, it may be time to leave that in the past. Anything that's not functioning well. If you feel like you're the one that's putting in all the effort and you're not getting all that much back in return, it may be time to cut your losses. Exploring your options around love could lead you to success, although slow and steady wins the race. You could have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or maybe a Sagittarius. Tanya for the next 48. Tanya for the next 48. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may have money coming in. You could hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You've got life moving forward towards greener pastures, feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you could be planning travel, maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Eminem, love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. Slow and steady wins the race for this person. They may be feeling a little bit out of balance. Justice and the Six of Pentacles are both in reverse, but they're kind of not putting in a whole lot of effort as far as love is concerned. If they're currently with someone, things may be fine for them. They're feeling like grounded and stable and things are okay. If they're not with anyone, they do have a Cancer coming in, or possibly an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. They don't seem to be real ambitious when it comes to love. Like they're just kind of going with the flow of things. Oh my goodness, wait a second, hang on. Oh, that's okay, Titty Bomba, thank you. Thank you. Emily for today and tomorrow with Soha. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But things are a little bit out of balance, and you might be feeling a little bit like there's not been a whole lot of growth, or you've been a little disappointed in this situation. I don't see anything terrible happening. It just may be that not all that much is happening, and you're finding it to be disappointing. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Amu, love and romance coming in. Love moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you is suggested. Anything that hasn't been functioning well, that's stuck, stagnant, out of balance, disappointing, you might need to leave it in the past before life can move forward. And then when life moves forward, you have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you feel like you're in a situation where things are stagnant, it may be because, like, it may be time to let go of whatever it is. Pallavi, love. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, you've got growth, change, and transformation and choices coming in. You have a Scorpio and a Leo coming in. Exploring your options could lead to success. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A wish comes true. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may be spending time with Sagittarius. Alex, will I be able to find the right place to fix my car? I'm leaning towards steel body work. What do the cards say? I think you will be able to find someone. Steel body work looks like it's a good choice and things could move forward quickly. I would try them first. It doesn't hurt to get a couple of opinions or a couple of estimates, but they look pretty good. They got about a 70% chance that they're going to be able to do what you want and things move forward. Cinnamon, I did. Sarah, aid the Pisces' current feelings for our current situation. They're not really spending a whole lot of time thinking about it. It's like their focus is on moving forward, and they're not like sitting around ruminating over anything right now. They're a little detached. They're kind of like it is what it is. It didn't work out, that kind of a thing. Beautiful one, Erica. When will it be possible getting a housing voucher this fall, or will I have to wait longer? You may be able to get it this fall. That's possible, yeah. Wise soul, what is Andrew's energy towards me romantically? Energy is good. You got the love cup here. That's pretty good. I would say positive, successful, kind-hearted, caring, sincere, maybe a little slow, but very positive. D for today. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Life comes into balance. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. You may be feeling like life is moving forward and you're ready for it. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Devin, money. The hard work you put into your career will come back to you. Maybe adding a new stream of income, and with perseverance and ambition, you should be bringing in more money between now and the end of the year. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. New love, will I get good results from O, a vitamin? There may be positive results around it, yeah. Tamana, career, jobless for 3 years. Well, things were a little bit out of balance, but exploring your options could lead to success that brings in choices and options around career. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down and a wish comes true. But you might have to really search it out or spend a lot of time looking It might not be easy, but you'll be able to find something before the end of this year if you stay focused. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thank you, thank you. Did I skip somewhere? Peach, general. Peach, general. You might have money coming in, life's moving forward towards greener pastures, and you have a wish that comes true. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may feel relief from finances improving. A disappointment heals. You could be spending time with a Libra or a Cancer. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Ruchi, next in love. Okay, you have romance heating up, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could have an Aries here. You could have a Scorpio. You may have a Sagittarius. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Queen City for the rest of the day. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Somebody may make you an offer that will be hard to turn down, and life comes into balance, and you are ready for it. New beginnings on the horizon. Life's moving forward. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maybe spending time with a Virgo. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. RK for the upcoming week. RK for the upcoming week. Feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Disappointment heals and moves into the past, and take breathe a sigh of relief. You may have money coming in, finances could be improving, and you may be spending time with a Cancer or Libra. You also may be planning a road trip. Listen to your intuition. Vaishali, universe guidance for me. Universe guidance for me. Oh, good morning, Mountain. You have happiness coming in around work, school, or business, and you might be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Shrishti, what's coming towards me? Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. You could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan that brings in cause for celebration. And you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Teamwork is favored. Maybe spending time with a Gemini or Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Leave people, places, and things in the past. Nilia, is Russ dating or talking to another woman besides me? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Maggie, love for the next 2 weeks. Love for the next 2 weeks. Exploring your options and walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you can push negativity into the past. Maybe spending time with Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. A disappointment heals when romance heats up, possibly with a Virgo, or maybe fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Miss Billy, me and Scorpio. Me and Scorpio. Lay down the law, set boundaries. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. However, it looks like the situation has weakened, and there may be either a tower moment on the horizon or one that's already happened. It looks like somewhat of a roller coaster. It looks like two people that may not be on the same page, and finding common ground is nearly impossible because there could be a third party that's interfering in the situation. Be clear about what it is that you want when it comes to this situation, And don't stand for less than you want or deserve, because if you do, you may find yourself feeling resentful and not much is going to change. So let's just say, for example, you're giving into something that you don't really want to give into in hopes that things are going to change in the future. It's going to lead you to disappointment and resentment and feeling like there's resistance around change. So it's kind of a tumultuous situation right now. Amy for the next 48. Life could change for this person for the better quickly with the 8 of Rods. The hard work they put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. They may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. They're listening to their intuition and their life is moving forward. They're cutting away people, places, and things that no longer serve them, and they're not looking back. They may be feeling very ambitious this week. Tibet, cards around the offer that's coming in. What kind of an offer was it that I said? Do you remember? Shrushti, I thought I did Shrushti. I didn't? Like not that long ago, maybe a few minutes ago? Stacy for this week. Areas of your life that you feel have been stagnant should now start to move forward. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Life is coming into balance. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and spend a little time figuring out what it is that you want and need for yourself before moving forward. Just in general, it kind of looks like there may be a transitional period coming up, or you may be caught between like making decisions around business or around the home. Figure out what it is that you want and need for yourself first before making any decisions, and it brings life back into balance and life moves forward towards greener pastures. I just said an offer is coming in. Somebody would make you an offer. It was a general reading. Okay, let's see. Is there any more that you can tell us that we can find out about the offer coming in the general reading? Relieves the weight of the world off your shoulders when good news comes in, and it may be around a side business, side project, side hustle, side business that could be making extra money and bringing in a little bit more financial stability. Listen to your intuition, being guided by the divine. So if it might take a minute, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, don't freak out. It's still happening. It's happening with divine guidance. Don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward. Stepping into your creativity, uniqueness is also bringing in more money, or could be tied to the business venture. The hard work that you put in comes back and pays off, but it might take a minute, so it's still happening. Charlie, energies around these two places. We have booked both Jupiter and Alphagar. All right, let's see, Jupiter. Alphagar. I'm sure I'm putting the pronunciation on the wrong syllable in that word. Of both of them, they both look pretty good. If I had to choose one over the other, Alphagar looks a little bit better, energy-wise. We're confused which one will have the best for the little fella and relaxation for me. I think it's going to be the Alphagar, but if you went with Jupiter, you would be just as fine. Like, they both look pretty good. Everything takes a long time for me, too. I don't know. Woman that reads me says it's a Pisces thing, which is really frustrating because that's not fair. But everything takes a really long time for me, too. Like, crazy long. But it still happens. It just takes a long time. Yeah. It's fucking annoying. Yeah, years. Maybe it is a Pisces thing. I mean, I told you, From the day I met this woman, she was telling me to watch out for an unplanned pregnancy. It took like 100 years. I was like, oh, it's never going to happen to me. That ain't never happening to me. Not me. Wouldn't happen to me. Guy got Saturn in my first house. It's not going to happen to me. She's like, okay. That's what she would say. She'd say, okay. But the point being, I had been seeing her for at least 10 years. At least. Maybe it was even longer. It probably was closer to 15 years. So you get fucking annoyed. I know. Okay, Tanya. Just sometimes it takes a sec for the emails to come through. Oh, I got it. Wow. Oh. August 3rd was 2 years, Dylan. Well, you're right. You're right. I mean, you have the right to feel how you feel, and you have the right to do what you see fit. And you have to put yourself first. I know a lot of us have grown up putting other people's, they're more important than we are, but the universe will keep reflecting that back to you if you continue to do it. And if you feel like you're drained and you just can't do it, you have every right to, sit this one out. It's up to you. It's up to you. And there shouldn't be any judgment around it. There just shouldn't be any judgment around it because, it is what it is. This stupid solicitor number keeps calling me like 5 times a day. And it's true, and you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. That's another thing that I have to learn as I get older. You don't have to explain yourself to people. You can't go. You're not going. Like, you have to work. Whatever. It doesn't make a difference. You don't need anybody's permission. You do what you feel you need to do for yourself. Mountain, will TW finally have his bad behavior called on by others in the group? Yeah, somebody's calling him out. It may be even be more than one person. It may be 2 people. Good. Oh, I'm not discouraging you. It's encouraging. It's that no matter what it is, it still should happen. Even if it takes 70 years. It's just annoying. Because the same woman, actually, the same woman that reads for me, I took this other girl that I worked with, I took her with me to see her once, and I'm not kidding. Like, she told her everything, and ba-boom, 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 bang. I don't even think we got to the end of the month and everything happened. And I'm like, no, that's not fair. It's not fair. Like, why am I waiting for everything? Like, it was like years that she was telling me, oh, you're going to be doing another job. I don't know what it is. It might be dance. I'm like, I don't dance. I'm not a dancer. She's like, well, I don't know what it is, but it's something. And she was right. It took me years to become a yoga instructor, but I did. And you could see how, like, dance, yoga, you can kind of get it, right? But I listened to that for years, and I'm like, nothing is changing. I'm never going to leave these jobs. I'm going to die here. I'm going to be sitting in my desk dead. Nobody's even going to know. I'm going to be a skeleton. Charlie, anything new career-wise for the rest of 2025? Yeah, you've got money coming in. The hard work that you put in, somebody may make you an offer that brings relief around finances moving forward quickly. Exploring your options leads to success. Yeah, something else will come in that may be a good fit. to Yvette. Exactly. I've been single for a decade. I've been broke forever. Like, can something happen for me? I know. My other friend was very similar. She was very similar. She wanted to be a cop. This is not the. I had two friends that wanted to be a cop. Both had an issue getting onto the force, but they both eventually did. But this other friend, this is the one that had to lose the weight. She had to lose 40 pounds before they would even consider her for like starting the application process. That's where I started running, because once again, I would never do anything for myself, but because she needed somebody to run with, I went with her. 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, she could never hold a job. She was always like, she was one of those people that just felt like I don't want to do this, so why do I have to do this? And then she would just quit. But whatever. But she was being told, you're going to get on the force, you're going to get on the force, and it just took forever. Then she got rejected, and she had to appeal it. I mean, big pain in the ass, and like never thought that she was finally going to get on, but eventually it happened. And the same thing with her. Like, she didn't date anybody for like, it was like 12 years or 13 years, and she used to say all the time, she used to say it all the time, that when she broke up with her first boyfriend, she's like, I knew I would never be with anybody ever again. And then she would always say, and I was right. And people would laugh. But eventually she met someone, she got married. It took a long time, but it changed. And it's the same thing with my jobs. I mean, I worked those two horrible jobs for 14 years. I mean, it sucked. And I used to get so mad when, you know, we had like a 3-day weekend and everybody would have plans. They would let us out early. But me getting out early didn't do anything for me, because I still had to go to the grocery store at night. And I would get so annoyed when people would be like, did you have a good weekend? No, I didn't, because I was in the fucking grocery store. So no, I didn't. Did you? Yeah, you did? Okay, good. I'm glad. I used to get so fucking annoyed. And then assholes would come into the grocery store and say stupid things like, it's beautiful out. Too bad you have to be in here. Anyhow, I get it. I totally get it. Oh, did I lose my spot? I think I meant Anthony. What do you see my job apply in GPM? Will they call me for an interview and job offer? I think you will at least get an interview. Yeah, let's see what happens. You should hear from them maybe within the next 10 days. Lady Sunshine, what's coming towards me? What's coming towards me? Money comes in, finances improve, teamwork is favored, old wounds heal and move into the past. You may be making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. If you haven't, if you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past. Money comes in, finances improve, and you may be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. I couldn't get it out. Jalissa, can you tell me any messages Nasir Sutton has for me? He passed in 2018. Okay, let's see. Listen to your intuition and let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, or things that you can't control. Being guided by the divine towards greener pastures leads to happiness. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. If you're thinking about starting a business or going back to school before the end of the year, may be the time. Sometime between now and the end of the year may be the time to do so. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and life is moving forward. Don't look back on the past. Keep moving forward. I mean, it looks pretty positive. Being guided by the divine towards greener pastures brings in happiness. Maybe telling you to focus more on your future. You got brighter days ahead. Beautiful one. I received a message this morning to reschedule my neurology appointment. The doctor is not in the office. Are you kidding me? I feel, oh my God. You know what? I would raise a little bit of hell. Get a little loud, because if you lay down the law, set boundaries, they may help you quicker. A decision gets made to push things forward quickly. Listen to your intuition. Being guided by the divine towards greener pastures leads you to success. You have the world at your feet. You might have to get a little loud. I mean, this is ridiculous at this point. Lourdes, when will I get an answer for IGEC or DGEST? Sometime this month. I'm going to say that you may hear from both these places sometime this month. Virta, general for the week. General for the week. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life moves forward. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. You may be feeling like the hard work that you put in comes back to you and pays off around work, school, or business. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. You also could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or possibly Pisces. Butterfly for the next 48. Butterfly for the next 48. You have choices and options coming in around social activity. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life moves forward. You have the world at your feet. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. That's Lila. What do I need to know about Adrian? This person is smart and intelligent. They may be very focused on school or work, depending on where they are in their life. They seem to be hardworking, sincere, and down to earth, very intuitive, and also may have a creative side. They also could be very ambitious, and they may love travel. Shrishti, I believe I answered for you a while ago. Does anybody recall? Shah, love reading. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. But if you're feeling undecided, it's okay to not make any decisions until you're ready. But if you find yourself in a situation where nothing is improving, or you're hoping something is going to change, it may be time to leave that in the past. And then you have a fire. Fire comes in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Oh, and water too, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Negativity moves into the past when you explore your options, and new energy comes in. Vicky, sore but manageable. Okay, good. Good. Oh, now I lost my spot again like a jerk. Emily, maybe? Near future for Jane and me? Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. Communications either coming in or picking up. You may be seeing one another soon. You got happiness coming around things changing for the better quickly. Not bad. Not bad. Shraddha, what can I expect this week between me and Am? May have communication coming in, but other than that, things are looking a little out of balance or indecisive. There is communication coming in. Now, if you already have plans, then the plans may continue, but nothing is changing. So if you don't have plans, there's probably not going to be much besides communication. Kelly for general for August. General for August. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and the hard work you put in comes back to you. Money comes in, finances improve, success comes in around work, school, or business. You may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. Poly love for the rest of this year. Exploring new options could lead you to success. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. A Capricorn comes in. And exploring your options could lead to success, could bring in a well-balanced, well-functioning relationship. Life is moving forward. Aries Sun for the next 24. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Empress could be bringing in love and money, or more of it. Maybe spending time with a Libra, a wish comes true. You could also be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Vicky, general for tomorrow. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Teamwork is favored. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Make sure you're taking plenty of time for like rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. KK, good morning. General for this week. General for this week. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success around work, school, or business. You may have choices and options around social activity. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. If you're feeling unsure about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Maybe paying off a bill of debt or a loan that could make you feel relieved. Joio, will I soon be in a relationship with someone that I'm attracted to? Before the end of the year, and it could be a Leo or a Gemini, possibly. Davy, general. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and life is moving forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and a disappointment moves into the past. Maybe spending time with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. If you're feeling unsure about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Money comes in, finances improve. Migu for the next 24. Could have a new journey begin around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Don't look back on the past. Life is moving forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Oh, you're welcome. Amen for this week with O. For this week with O, you may have communication coming in or communication picking up. You may be seeing one another or be planning to see one another. Things are a little slow but relatively well functioning. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Anthony, I tried to talk with the job posting person on LinkedIn. He saw the message but didn't say anything. Maybe he'll still get back to you. Let's see what happens. That's so annoying. Isabella for tomorrow. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. New beginnings are on the horizon that lead to success. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward, and you may be spending time with an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Macy, can I have a general for the day? Could be spending time with the Gemini, and you may have choices and options around social activity. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Somebody may make you an offer around work, school, or business that would be hard to turn down, that could be bringing in more money. And something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Sean, will S and I reconnect and eventually start a relationship? I don't see commitment around this situation. I don't even see communication right now, which is not to say it can't happen, but I don't see it on the immediate horizon, so I wouldn't count on it for right now. Ari, him and I had a past, but we're never in a relationship, and now he's gone. Will he ever come back? I need to know who this person is. I need their name. Red, how does Stephanie feel about me after I told her about what happened? Maybe feeling, maybe feel like bad, like stuck, stagnant, bad, overwhelmed, maybe concerned or worried about you, and may feel like disappointed, like it's making her feel like weak, unhappy and weak. Brenda, for today, anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may have good news coming in around business, and you may be feeling grounded and stable. Could be spending time with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Martisha, General. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. Happiness comes in when you explore your options around social activity. Life could change for the better quickly, and negativity moves into the past. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You could have money coming in. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You could have a new journey begin. Not bad. Not too bad. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Adonis, by the way, on the title, I don't know if you can edit it. Oh yeah, they pointed that out to me at the beginning of the live stream. I don't think I could do it while I'm live. I think I have to go to the desktop and change it, right? I'm such a putz when it comes to this stuff, but I'll figure it out. I mean, the worst case scenario is I can edit it every live stream. I just have it set like that so I don't have to do it, but I can edit it every live stream. I just got to remember and not be a jackass. Oh my goodness, what did I do? You should see me with this TikTok thing. I'm trying to separate Avery from me, because it's true, I shouldn't have them on one. And I accidentally, well, I didn't accidentally, I put in Avery's real birthday, not thinking it was going to like cause an issue, but it did. So I couldn't figure out how to delete it, and then I did it again, and finally I was able to do it from my iPad, and now I have that separated. Now I got to take Avery's stuff off of my page. My friend said I could just hide it, and then just keep my page for my stuff and keep hers for hers, which is good. I got to get a little bit more tech savvy. It's never been my thing. Tanya, with my friends S and R, I'm not trying to be mean, but people act like you need their permission to feel a certain way or do things. And the older I get, the more I find myself telling me too. I know. And everybody told me that that would happen, and I didn't believe them, but they were all right. I have less patience for bullshit the older that I get myself. We're part of the we do not care club. Because it's true. Like, you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to put yourself out to make other people happy constantly. And with some people, the more that you do that, the more that they take. And, it's just too bad. Did you see she's coming out with shirts? I like the one with the skeleton. She's got a skeleton head and the hair is up and it's got like the bandana around it. I may have to get that. I mean, it's true. I mean, people are assholes. Really. Real assholes. I tell people, I find myself telling people off. It's hilarious, but it's true. Michelle Career. You've got success coming in around career moving forward between now and the end of the year, but then you also may have coming up with a side business, side project, side hustle that could be bringing in extra money, that could be relieving around finances. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you find yourself feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Mountain is my priority supervisor trying to CYA with the past RA request I filed. He kicked the can until COVID started and then said it was me who canceled the request. I looked up my emails. It's not true. Yeah, he's trying to put this off, whatever it is. It's like he doesn't want to deal with it. But you have the emails. I would send him those emails. Let him know that you still need whatever it is. Or send it to the new person. Because he's trying, it's like he doesn't want to be bothered. Mel, General. Lay down the law, set boundaries. If you find someone overstepping, you have cause for celebration that comes in around having choices and options around social activity. Money is coming in and you may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the month. Adonis, be Aquarius towards me in the near future. Communication comes in. Areas of your life that have been stuck or stagnant change. V is no longer holding themselves back. Communication comes in or picks up. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to set boundaries if you feel like you need to. Being guided by the divine towards greener pastures. Not bad. Not bad. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Yes, Sarah, you can post them in the or you could do it on the message board on the community section. Either one, it doesn't matter. Or you could just email them to me. Hi, All About Maine. Tanya, I know someone who's gay, and he said that he can't believe that lady came outside in a hair bonnet. I said, it's like her saying that she can't believe you came outside gay. She didn't need your permission. I am outside in my bonnet all the time. And it could be in the middle of the day. Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, walking the dog. I don't care. I don't care. But you know what it is, really? It's like, it's hot out. I've done nothing with my hair. I'm putting wigs on to do this. Why not? Like, who cares? I do it all the time. I don't go out in real public. Like I wouldn't go to the grocery store, or I haven't gone to the grocery store yet. But I have driven Avery to school in it, and gotten out of the car and walked her to the front door. Ari, so him, Arjit, and I had a past, and we were never really in a relationship. But now he left, and I'm just wondering, like, if we ever just going to work out, or maybe as a friend, will he come back? I mean, I would never say never to anything, but I don't see love and commitment here. I don't see communication coming in, and it looks like the two of you are not on the same page. So the best thing for you right now would be to not hear from him and to put this behind you. Now, if you put this behind you and he resurfaces at a later date, there is potential to be friends because the feelings wouldn't be there anymore. It wouldn't be hindering. But right now, it's like kind of best to just let it go. You know, any of these situations, I don't care who it is, you're kind of hooking up, you're sort of together, you're not really together. That's not going to turn into a committed relationship. It's just not. And it's like that's been like a hanging out, hooking up. Like you got to fall in love and have romance first, and then you have the relationship, and then after that you have the sex. Otherwise, it's like they just lose interest. And it looks like he's moved in a different direction as of right now. So I would focus on life moving forward rather than what's coming back from the past. All about Maine. Robert contacted me yesterday. All he said was hi. What did Robert the Leo want? He's going to want to spend time together. There's communication coming in that leads to spending time together. New beginnings on the horizon. Listen to your intuition and things move forward. Slow and steady wins the race, but things are moving forward towards greener pastures. And you're probably going to hear from him again soon. Tanya, again, people act like you need their permission to live your life. He talked about her so bad, it got on my nerves. I said, so it wasn't like, it's exactly, it was, right, I know, but you know, I had this conversation with somebody once. It was after Avery was born, and I was actually still in the hospital, and you know, like I've seen women in that situation before, and I would always think to myself, like, why do they look so bad? And then I understood why they look so bad after I lived through it. And I remember saying to one of my friends who I hadn't seen in forever, she came to see me, and I said, you know, like the older that you get, like you just, like there was a time in my life I wouldn't leave the house without makeup. I remember my friend had to drive me home. She wasn't even going anywhere. Like she couldn't leave the house without earrings. Like who's looking at your ears when you're in the car? But we had these crazy hang-ups when we were younger. Couldn't leave the house without makeup. I always have lipstick on. I always had to have my eyelashes on. The older that you get, you just become a little bit more confident in who you are, and you don't really care anymore. It's like, it's almost like now, it's like you kind of showing such insecurity by going over the top. Like when I look back at everything that I used to do when I, you know, everything had to be shaved perfectly. God forbid there was a hair on my leg. You know, it's like I was so insecure that having a hair on my leg was going to make me unattractive to who? To who's looking? But like the older that you get, the less that you care. It's like I'm going to the grocery store to pick up whatever, lemons. No, I'm not, who am I impressing? Well, who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody's looking at me. I mean, you know, nobody cares. There was a time in my life where, this is so annoying. I used to flat iron my hair every day, but I never flat ironed it so that it was straight because it never really got straight. And I would just make kind of like big curls or curl it on. I don't know what I did. But every guy that I ever dated would be like, they never could tell the difference between whether it was straight or whether it was curly because it always kind of looked curly, but to me, I knew the difference. And Avery's father once said to me, boy, he was not happy. He said, oh, I'd like to see what your hair looks like straight. I was like, what do you mean? I flat iron it all the time. What, you don't notice? No, he doesn't notice. He doesn't notice. He doesn't know what color my lipstick should be. He doesn't know what my hair should look like. He's a guy. He doesn't know. He's not into that kind of stuff. Just like I don't know what kind of oil he puts in his truck. I don't know. Somebody would have to tell me, or I have to look it up. So it's like, and then I started teaching hot yoga, and it was like, what? I can't. There's no point in me flat ironing my hair because I walk into the room, it's hot, it's humid, my hair curls up again. So why am I doing this? So I stopped doing it. And you know what? Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. I thought, oh, my hair's going to look terrible. Nobody noticed. Nobody gave a shit. AA, work guidance for the meeting. This was work guidance. The meeting was disappointing. I was expecting a promotion from boss B. I mean, there is opportunity for growth that comes in before the end of the year. I don't see anything really terrible having happened around that meeting. I don't know why you were expecting the promotion or if somebody else got the promotion, but it still looks like there is room for growth through perseverance and the hard work that you put in. Teamwork is favored and life moves forward. So it doesn't mean that you can't get it or that you aren't going to get promoted at some point. All about Maine. Lamar's next actions, thoughts, and feelings after spending the night with him. Communication's coming in. Communication comes in or picks up. You're probably going to plan to see one another again. Things change for the better quickly with growth, change, and transformation around the situation. Things look pretty good. Pretty good. All about Maine. Finances. I'm starting a new job. How will it go? Good. New beginnings on the horizon bring the world to your feet. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Slow and steady wins the race, but finances are improving between now and the end of the year. Listen to your intuition. Mountain, does envy think that I'm too negative when we chat? No, I don't think so. No. James, what are N's feelings towards me? May find you to be somebody who is grounded and stable, hardworking, successful. Somebody who is well-balanced, reliable, kind-hearted, attractive, a loyal friend. Pretty good. All about Maine. Will it benefit me to keep working at the first job at the store that I work at, or should I keep the new job and my nursing job? The nursing job looks good. I would keep that. Between the other two, they look similar, but I would say the new job maybe have a little bit better, like there may be more opportunity to move forward in the new job. I would say the new job and the nursing job. Tanya, I feel like people look at everybody and think, I can't believe they came out. Like, oh well, we don't care. I mean, we don't care. Waxter, would be overall happier buying the Fairmont Drive house or the Wander Drive house, or continue looking? Well, continuing looking, you're always going to find something better. You know what I mean? But if you need to make a decision, they both look very similar. I think you'd be happy with either one. If I had to choose one over the other, I would go with the Fairmont one. And if you're really unsure and you want to keep looking, you'll find something better, because there's always going to be something better. Mountain, TW is her cousin. Does she think that I'm not accurate in what I'm saying? This is the MV person, right? It's their cousin. No, I don't think that they feel that you're inaccurate. No. All about Maine. Is Robert in my state or is he still traveling? I think he's in your state. If he's not, he should be there soon, like today or tomorrow. YP spirit guidance on the relationship between M and S. Do you want the blue cards or the tarot cards? KK, general for this Wednesday and Thursday. For this Wednesday and Thursday. A disappointment heals and moves into the past and life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Not bad. Not bad. Everything's going in different directions here. Okay. Blue spirit cards for YP. Five of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Five of Earth, fear surrounding money. The wisdom to accept help from others. Uncertain self-employment. Now, how is Penny feeling about things lately? I feel like she's upset with me or resentful that she can't work cows lately. I don't see a lot of resentment here. It looks like feeling grounded and stable, slow and steady wins the race. Maybe a little bit tired, but okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't see like being upset or mad or any negativity really around the situation. Well, a future outcome between me and Dejemi. In the recent, the near future looks like the recent past. You don't have a whole lot of growth, change, or transformation because death is in reverse. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well, but I wouldn't imagine that much is changing quickly because everything looks a little stagnant. You might be feeling a little disappointed, but nothing terrible is happening. It just may be that not much is changing. Things will continue the way they are. Archie, love read. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. Slow and steady wins the race, but with perseverance, life moves forward. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, although Capricorn comes up the strongest. Listen to your intuition, and you may feel relief around love moving forward before the end of this year, but disconnecting from people, places, and things that no longer serve you may be necessary for things to move forward. Mary, general. The world is at your feet. Money comes in, finances improve, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready and listen to your intuition. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? You're very welcome. Then I will wrap it up and I will see you guys tonight. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys later. And don't forget you can, the year, yeah, go ahead. the members can send me emails if you have specific questions you want me to make videos on, because I'll do them today and tomorrow, those videos. Let me just do the year. Yeah, Erica, I did yours. The year. Farah's energy towards me, if I got back to her again, by either email or phone call. Her energy would be like stoic or stagnant, and it might take a minute to see her soften. She maybe have like a little bit of a wall up or be a little defensive. But that's okay. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't reach out. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all very much for being here. Bye-bye.